They say beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, but we live in a society that clearly does not care about beholding everyone. According to it, there are people who are more worthy, there are people who are much more beautiful, and because of that, it has created what we call beauty standards. And the rest spend majority of their lifetime trying to fit into this beauty standard, whether it's through investing in skincare, makeup, or even cosmetic surgery. And it has always been very clear that no matter what you do, you will never fit the beauty standard, because by the time you're fitting into the beauty standard, they've already changed the rules. So if you're the kind of person that really wants to fit into societal beauty standard, you are trapped in this endless cycle of never feeling enough. But have you ever really asked yourself, why is it that society seems to really not want people to feel enough? It's really because self-hate sells. When you look at business numbers, the beauty industry is one of the most profitable businesses in the world. The beauty industry is heavily invested in really trying to make people feel like they are not enough, so they can buy these products to hopefully make themselves look better according to these aesthetics that they want, whether it's the clean girl aesthetic or even looking effortless the moment you wake up. In 2021, the beauty industry spent over $7.5 billion on advertising. You're doing everything to ensure that you feel bad about how you look, so that you can go out there, buy the makeup, buy the skincare, do everything to ensure that you elevate how you look, because how you look right now is never enough. And the perfect messengers to always remind you of this is influencers, because most influencers are personable. They're people that you could just think of, the girl next door. They could be like your cousin. They're attainable. Actually, 67% of shoppers say that they look to influencers for guidance on what to buy. In this age of social media, there are so many young girls who are comparing themselves to influencers and celebrities. But have you ever really asked yourself how much these celebrities spend in order to look how they look? I found an article on Badi that really broke down the cost of skincare for some celebrities, and for some it even came to approximately $3,000, $8,000. We're talking 3-month salaries for some people being used on skincare by a celebrity, and you're trying to compare yourself with such a person. It's really important that when you choose to actually compare yourself to celebrities and influencers, be objective about the comparison. Ensure that you are living at the same lifestyle as they are for you to compare yourself, for you to compare your beauty, because if you're not, that is just foolish. You're putting yourself through so much anxiety, so much stress when you don't need to. And also remember that a lot of these people who are always appearing on camera and red carpets, they are paid to look like that, so they have a justification for spending a lot of money into looking perfect. So if you don't have this kind of money to be spending on beauty, to buy yourself beauty, what can you do? Simple answer that I've actually found, which has worked greatly for me, is to deconstruct the meaning of beauty. One thing that I've really noticed about these beauty standards, it depends on outside perception. So what if you just phased out that outside perception and just think about how you think about yourself? It would be good to actually sit down and write down what you think beauty is. Ask yourself questions why you think whatever you think beauty is, and then try to deconstruct that slowly by slowly until you find the root cause. And what you have to do is make a decision whether you're going to let society to make decisions for you, or you're going to make decisions about yourself, about how you want to live and about how you want to look at yourself. The reason why beauty in itself is a scam is because, you know, you can put two people in front of you and one of them says that you're beautiful and the other one says you're ugly. So which one are you going to believe? Which one is saying the truth? Beauty in itself highly depends on other people's perception and definition, and we all know that human beings are not the same. So it's really pointless to be chasing to be a certain standard of beauty, because trust you me, you'll go somewhere else and people tell you you're beautiful, and then you'll go somewhere else and then people will say you're not beautiful. For example, a lot of Western countries, having a petite skinny body is what is considered beautiful, but if you come to a lot of African countries, you're actually considered to be malnourished. And beauty in the African sense is about celebrating bigger bodies. And a good solution is actually change wherever it is that you're living. Go to the place where you actually fit the beauty standard if you really want to fit into a societal beauty standard. I also deeply believe that stripping meaning from the word beauty or the word ugly really goes a long way. And once you remove any kind of meaning from those words, they just become empty, and it means that each and every time you hear them, it has no impact on you. This means that you should be able to just remain the same whether whether someone calls you beautiful or ugly because you just don't put any meaning to those words. I do have a master's degree in communication and marketing, and I do know the power of words. Words will have more power over you depending on the meaning that you attribute to them. Stripping meaning from these words is a great way of actually just taking back your power. And as you learn new ways to look at yourself, it's also great to practice how you look at other people. Remove the mindset where you need to actually categorize people as beautiful or ugly or on the beauty scale, because if you're doing that to other people, trust me, you're doing that to yourself. And the best way to actually learn about this is to look at nature. One of my favorite things to do is spending time with the trees, and you get to see how beautiful all of them look, although they are all different. It's a great lesson. You don't need to have a specific type of beauty because we are all beautiful and we are all different. Something else that I've learned that has really helped me is to learn to love my imperfections instead of trying to fix them. One way to actually achieve this is with the stories that you tell yourself. For example, for a very long time I didn't like the tooth cap that I have, and I always used to say I'm going to fix it when I grow up, and then now that I'm grown, I'm just like, why would I fix something that's not broken? I have great teeth, I get to enjoy whatever it is that I want to enjoy, I have a beautiful smile, this tooth cap has not held me back from anything, so why would I want to change it? But I know that the reason why I wanted to change it in the past is because of these messages that we're always getting, especially from the media, that we need to have perfect teeth, and we're seeing a lot of people even getting veneers and all that. But once I started changing the story that I was telling myself that my teeth are not perfect to what is wrong with imperfection, just found it easy to just accept myself as I am and be like, you know what, I'm good, I don't need to change anything. And right now we're really living in an era where a lot of the problems that we're going through are very superficial. So if you find that you're actually spending a lot of your time trying to figure out how to make yourself more beautiful, it means that you actually are more comfortable in life, and perhaps start thinking of how you can use your time to better serve the world, volunteer somewhere. And when it comes to the stories that we tell ourselves about all these things that we're trying to fix, for example, when it comes to something like acne, a lot of the times we are all like, oh my god, it's ruining my face and all that. First of all, who told you that you need to look perfect? But also, second of all, you should be grateful that you actually have acne, because acne is a way of your body communicating to you about something that is not going right inside your body. If you get hormonal acne, this is a signal from your body that perhaps you need to look at the lifestyle that you're leading. Isn't it fantastic that our bodies get to communicate with us like this? So all in all, if you want to feel beautiful all the time, it really begins with the stories that you're telling yourself. It begins with stripping meaning from the words beauty or ugly. It means recognizing that the only person that can ever define you is you.